She run in the rhythm section, complaining about the irons start to bring off. She said the irons too soft. She said whether steel but no jam.
Welcome to Petra the Spectator, and this afternoon, this evening, this night, you know it is, wherever you are, whatever time it is, we're glad to be here with you, and we are talking things Carnival. Actually, things after Carnival. With me, this time, it's the top of the food chain, the Minster. Minister Daryll Maxine. Make sure I pronounce it correctly. Good day, sir. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Why am you trying to recover?
Your legs feel you? Your feet feel you?
No, my I smart. I at my age and stage, it's all about balance.
And pace yourself.
Yes. Your feet are fine?
No, I'm great. I'm awesome.
You went to last lap?
I went everywhere.
How was everything?
It was absolutely spectacular. This carnival is one of those very few carnivals I've had over the past 7 or 8 years, where not only was I actively involved in the planning of carnival, but I made an effort to go and indulge myself in all of the activities.
Yeah, I saw you too many places, too numerous to mention.
No such thing as too many.
So, this carnival, we did something a little different. We first of all, we had a longer period overall for carnival, because normally we say it's 7 days of glory, Eddie Mellison gets on. And this carnival we had a longer period with a little break in between. What was the rationale behind that approach,
Well, we have been paying attention to the changing demographic of persons who come to Antigua and Barbuda for carnival and who participate in carnival overall. As I'm sure is no surprise to you and the rest of the public, it's a younger group of persons who now travel around the region and around the world, from carnival to carnival. And so we had to find a way to let Antigua and Barbuda be appealing to those persons. That's one. But then even here in Antigua and Barbuda, we have those persons who themselves, they participate in carnival activities in a very different way. And so we had to try and structure the calendar that ticks all the boxes. And as you correctly mentioned, one of the things that we did was to lengthen the period just by a few days by having the Queen of Carnival, which we had before Carnival for 3 or 4 years now, and the Teenage Pageant Competition the week before the main festivities.
So you had the pageantry.
We had the pageantry, and they were very well supported, I have to admit. And then during that main week of Carnival, the week that culminates in Juve and Carnival Monday, Tuesday, the 7 days preceding that, we had what you considered a lull, which wasn't really a lull in terms of no activities taking place.
I called it
the break. It wasn't a break in terms of no activities taking place, but it was a break from the ministry and the government organizing activities. And what we did was we partnered with private promoters to have events. Because one of the things you want is that when a visitor comes to Antigua and Barbuda, or when a local wants to have that hard pounding week from Tuesday or Wednesday right down to the following Tuesday or Wednesday, there are high tempo activities taking place every single night. And you're old enough, as am I, to remember the days of Burning Flames, where we would go to Lions every single night. So when someone comes to
Can you rephrase that? Can you rephrase that? You're mature enough.
You're mature.
Thank
mature
you
enough.
I understand this old enough story.
We've been around long enough.
That's better.
Right.
Old story.
Yeah, we've been around long enough to remember the days when every single night in the Lions Den, there was something going on. So you had your competition, your pageant, and then you'd go to the Lions Den. And we wanted to recreate that sort of environment where every night there was something high tempo, something high energy taking place. We wanted to create that vibe. And I think we definitely did so this year.
Yeah, I think that was one of the definitely good things that worked. And it's important to note that because many persons were very concerned about that. When the event started, there was the outcry about, we put carnival events before carnival. So one of the things I'm curious about, if we are to do it like that again, perhaps we need to do just a thought, the opening, because of course we had the launch of Carnival, which I guess we consider the opening because then there were so many events coming down back to back to back. Maybe we need to find a way to let the John public know, our local community in particular, that hey, look, there's something start now.
Well, one of the feedback that we've gotten is that as opposed to doing what we used to do in the past, where you had an opening parade, which for different reasons was not as well supported as we would like. So you have it on a Thursday and you have the outcry from the business community. You have it on a Sunday, no one comes. And this year we decided to do away with a specific opening parade and incorporate it into T-shirt mass. One of the things that we could do, which was given as a suggestion, was to have an opening of Carnival City. right?
Well, return to that because we didn't open Carnival City this year.
Right.
And I hear everybody talking about ARG.
A specific event
right.
centered on Carnival City itself. And it could be, it could take any number of formats. Opening with a grand fireworks display, formally declaring Carnival open. Right. And so these are some of the things, or that is one of the things that we're definitely going to look at. Another
thing that I wanted to raise with you in terms of the Tuesday route for the parade, it was a different route. There was some various feedback before the route. Persons were concerned about again doing the tradition. The bands were concerned about they wanted more room for the display and so on. And personally, I think that happened. But then I know that our spectators are still not as disciplined as we'd like them. I'd love your feedback on the Tuesday.
The Tuesday route, I think, worked. And we speak about the Tuesday route, but I think it'll be more correct to speak about the Carnival route because it is now the route that we're using for all of the parades. Okay. So T-shirt masks, Carnival Monday.
That was the original T-shirt. No, not original. I think that was the route we used for T-shirt masks.
Yes, that was the route we used for all the parades this year.
Okay.
Going up Old Palm Road, coming across Salmon Boulevard, coming down Factory Road, over Hospital Hill, around my everyday gas station, down Redcliffe Street, across Thames Street, up High Street.
So in essence, we've cut out going on Vivian Richards Road,
correct,
coming up Market Street.
Correct. And we've also cut out going across Pope Street,
coming home by John
Street. Yeah. So the Point and Villa residents, won't be too happy. But I can tell you, I took the opportunity yesterday to traverse the entire route during the parade. And one of the things I noticed, which was quite pleasing and quite heartwarming to me, is that all along the route now, coming up Old Palm Road, across Salmon Boulevard and so on, you see persons setting up spectator areas. You see persons spreading blankets on the grass, watching the parade pass on those areas that are out of the central business district. And as you came down into St. John's now, you saw the same thing. So for example, Barefoot set up a platform they call Barefoot Boulevard.
Yes, I saw that Tuesday morning.
Let me tell you, it was lovely. Side of the road, which is traditionally over by Public Works, they've now set up at the bottom of High Street, where they have where the parking lot is.
The one right next to the Cradle of Culture will have this.
The Cradle of Culture.
You know, the Point and Villa, the Cradle of Culture. Well,
the self-proclaimed.
No,
self-proclaimed Cradle of Culture.
Maybe try and think this year.
We'll talk about that. But no, the route worked. The feedback that I've gotten from the overwhelming majority of persons is that they're satisfied with it. They have enough time to jump, so it's not a shorter route. The truck drivers, they found it a lot easier to traverse the route, so you have
there were longer spaces before you had to turn. Yeah,
exactly.
There were longer stretches.
The masqueraders, they loved it because they have wider corridor.
The spectators loved it. They came out in the road still.
Everyone.
We need to work on that. Yeah. We need to work on that. So spectators, it's not about you. You are to stay on the side of the road and enjoy the mass. The music.
I think we had a great year for music. I think we had a really, really, really good year for music. I have no difficulty with the Road March winner or any of the others. Song in the.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. I like your voice.
No,
we could go on and on and on.
Even
Tian, I like Vicious. Well, Tian is understood. Sorry,
listen.
I'm sorry to say this. Tian is understood, so we don't have to talk about Tian. Tian is understood.
No, and even
why you leaving?
All of those
Tell
songs,
me why you
really, really good.
This one I'm singing the Road March.
Under the Red Hot Flames as well, captured the imagination of the country. I think we just had some really good music this year that, showed that given the opportunity to present themselves on a platform and on the stage, Antiguans and Barbadians and our artists, we can do great things. And I think this year is really a demonstration of the quality music that could be produced. Calypso, I don't think anyone even came close to Jeeve. I'm going to start with Jeeve. She is a fantastic.
Why didn't you just go there last?
No, I can't go there. Let me tell you, I was so blown away by Jeeve's performance.
Welcome to my world.
And let me tell you,
I was so surprised. You see when she did the Ivina kick? I have to call it the Ivina kick. I'm sorry.
Petra, Jeeve is going to be a difficult artist to beat going forward.
Well, we knew this from day one, It was just when she hit.
Yeah. When you taste that, the taste of victory, it's going to be hard.
The Ivina kick.
The Ivina kick, that's a standout. Yeah. No, but Calypso show, great. In fact, I want to jump right into the attendance of the shows and support.
Don't forget Stiff Iron. Sorry, I have to mention that. But go ahead.
Yeah. You like the song Stiff Iron?
It was about me.
You like Stiff Iron?
No, it was about me.
It's about you.
Yeah, don't ask me
Explain.
what I like.
Explain.
The song when he sung about the lady and that she liked the iron.
Oh,
the
that was
iron.
you?
Yes.
Okay.
My lawyer and him are still in conversation. Because he did it without my permission.
I'm not getting involved in you and your iron people. But no, the public came out and supported the art forms. Calypso, from the 10th right down to the finals, the support was overwhelming. That was another change that we made. We changed the location of the 10th to Jack Idle. And, the turnout was phenomenal.
We state that properly.
Mm-hmm.
We have found a new home.
A new home, so we're not going back.
We ain't going back.
We're not going back.
No.
And the public really turned up and turned out. And
Those
I
of you
was
who
shocked.
didn't come, see you for independence. The minister and I are going to talk about it off camera and come back to you. But those of you who didn't come, independence. Now I'm going to hit it with something.
Hold on 1 second. Did you see the turnout for Calypso semi-finals?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was fantastic.
The semi-finals, which you don't generally see that kind of
The
atmosphere.
semi-finals for Calypso and soca were absolutely fantastic. You miss them? Next year I'm telling you, come. Because you see a lot of the greatness that can't make it to the final. And
finals, yeah?
Minister, I want you to help me out with this. To our artists who all perform phenomenally. Remember, there are limited number of spots.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the passion. I love the passion. I love the competitive nature. Everybody can pass.
Yeah.
Everybody can win. So some of us are being very bitter and very less than sportsmanlike about it. I just want to thank all of you for the beautiful, magnificent work you put out. Keep going. Remember, it's 12 in the finals? 10. Even worse. Mm-hmm. 10 in the finals. Mm-hmm. And so we really appreciate you. No, I don't negotiate with them off camera for something. But
no, I'm sorry, 8 in the finals. 8 in the finals. 8 in the finals.
From back to us. You realize?
But here's the thing now. This year we included the Junior Calypso Monarch from last year into the semi-finals.
And he not come back next year, right? He not come back next year.
I can't speak for him.
That's a failure. Not him.
What?
Not him.
What?
The Junior Calypsonian, that one.
Yeah.
That's a failure. I'm sorry, that's a failed experiment. That was my view.
You think so?
Y'all gonna shoot me, but it's my view.
I think you're talking about who else?
Not the artiste. Don't let me not.
Oh, you mean
the
concept of having
the young man is going to be fantastic. There is no doubt. Mm-hmm. I see him. But I'm just saying, let him take them time and come through, man.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the flip side of that argument, right? There's no free pass that is given to them. They still have to qualify. And if a youngster who may be 15 or 16 years old goes into the semi-finals without displacing any of the other artists, because it's not that we've removed one to add the youngster, and that artist is adjudicated by the same judges and is deemed to have been, because of their performance, one of the 8 or 9 best calypsonians in the country, why should they not be allowed to perform? Because of the age?
Because of the age, right?
Because of the age? We
it has nothing to do with that age. It has nothing to do with that age for me, but I don't think we have enough time to speculate.
No problem.
You and I will come back to that.
Problem.
Now I'm going to go to one of your more painful moments. Hi, Zara, darling. You were absolutely amazing. Loved it. For me, I'm going to put it on the record now. If you had 10 more, and listen, my third heartstring. I have a number of pan heartstrings, right? I'm sorry. My third heartstring, halcyon. As I watch the practices there, I watch them just get better and more refined and more and more. And I'm like, oh boy. So halcyon is my third heartstring. My first heartstring, harmonites. I was so pleased that they continue to return back to greatness, and I'll give people just now.
Eventually, soon, one of these days, maybe.
Quick, just now. And then my number 2 heartstring, the guys at Hell's Gate understand how it works with me, but you get blow. You may have your plans, you get blow.
I'll say this much, yes. And to the Vicar that spoils, congratulations to Hell's Gate.
The cradle of culture.
The cradle of culture. I can't take anything away from Hell's Gate's performance. I will say this though, that everyone remembers Pandemonium and the production that we got. The production that we got. And it wasn't just about the music on the stage.
No, it was everything.
It was the production, the energy, the atmosphere.
Hold on, no. Let me help you.
We've changed Panama.
Let me help. Oh God, here we go.
We've changed Panama.
Here we go now. So we've changed panyards. Because to go to your panyard is quite a sophistication. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to Pandemonium's panyard, you have to take off your shoe.
Yeah,
because
you don't come
you
inside the
walk
panel
into
issue.
carpeted place. It's like hollowed ground, you know. And the director, she has a particular position where she's positioned from which she directs the band. Very quietly, very unassumingly, but very impactfully. You have a look at them, me tell you, bad. But then get blue. Zara, darling, remember when you're with me, your cousin, right? I forgot.
Oh, when? Because you know it's coming.
Of course.
You know it's coming.
Of course. And I think everybody would welcome. And Tim, let me tell you, I can't speak for Can, but I know Can welcomes the excitement and the challenge, the energy, because I know it will raise his game. Congratulations. It's now his 11th win?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's now the undisputed. He's gone past Victor Samuel.
He's, you know,
no, in terms of the number of wins and so on. And also, we have to acknowledge, people don't think about it, but Varron Henry and his team tuned like 90% of all the bands in Antigua, and you have other regions who speak very highly of this quality of work. Those things we have to celebrate.
Yeah, we definitely do. I'll say this much though, Petra. When Pandemonium set out, the goal was to make it into the top 3 for Panama. Right? But you know, they say in any competition, the guy who came third is happier than the guy who came second. Because the one who comes third is happy that they're in the winner's circle, but the guy who comes second thinks they could have won. Right? So it's a little bittersweet. But one of the things that we also set out to do is to change how people view Panorama. It's more than just coming and listening to music. You know, we want the bands to come out and give a production, give a full production of the music and the theater that goes along with it. And that is something that we sought to do. So we came with our fireworks, our fire eaters, our big flags in the crowd. We wanted the audience to feel the energy. And I guarantee you, God willing, come 2026 Carnival, you're going to see other bands now start to look at the entire production that goes along with the music.
You can talk on a second. Final words. Looking forward to 2026 and beyond. What's your vision?
Well, you know, 2026 will just continue to be a combination of everything that has happened for the past few years. We've done a lot of work to build a product that is called Antigua and Barbuda's Carnival. This year, it's a vibe. Next year, the vibe continues. And we will continue to ensure that the quality of production that we put out, the quality of preparation that is done to ensure that all Antiguans and Barbudans and all those who come to see our carnival get an unforgettable experience. And we'll continue to work with our stakeholders. So I want to use this opportunity to ask corporate community, come out and support Carnival. I've long made mention that I do not think our hotels are contributing enough to Carnival.
Rent-a-car companies, supermarkets.
Well, the hotels especially, because the hotels are on the front line of beneficiaries for Carnival. So when Carnival does well and you have these extra flights coming in, all of these persons, they stay somewhere, and a lot of them stay in hotels. The hotels have all been reporting robust occupancy, and so they ought to contribute more to Carnival and to ensure that Carnival continues to be a success. So looking forward to 2026. I'm hoping and praying and I'm expecting fully that it will continue to grow. Our Carnival will continue to shatter all of our expectations. We'll continue to do well, and all of Antigua and Barbuda can be proud of the festival we call Carnival.
And all I'll say to that is, although Carnival is at an end, welcome to Antigua, Mas. Carnival 2020. The vibe continues?
The vibe continues.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Antigua, Mas. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua, Mas.